Okay, so today I'm going to show you a couple tricks about managing calendars. I think the calendars on the new system here are fantastic, but one of the things that people often ask is can they bring that information either into email calendars or can they bring it onto their phone? So I want to show you both of those processes. So the first thing is when I'm logged in here, there's a tab for calendars. And what's really nice about calendars is you can kind of look at this left-hand side here and you can pick and choose the things that you want to show on the calendar. And for me, I have my calendar here at the top, but I also have my kids' calendars, everything from schedules and assignments to games and practices. So I've gone through here, and in this example, in green here, I've got my school schedule, and in brown, I've got a lot of the upper school faculty kind of events going on. So that's information that I want to have on my phone. So I'll show you how to do this process. So if you look over here on the right, there's a little symbol, for RSS feeds. That little symbol right there is pretty traditional. If I click it, it takes me to a screen like this. Again, there's instructions at the top, about how to do this, but there's actually two different ways to do it. I want to show you both of them. So let's take a look at my calendar. If I wanted to grab the whole calendar, again, and that would be, let me show you the individual feeds. Grabbing the whole calendar would be grabbing all of these at the same time, which maybe is something that you want to do. Or you can grab individual parts of your calendar. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a look at let's take a look at my group events. Each of these things I can take a look at the settings and check or uncheck the things that I want to show. And that's really handy if there's particular things you want to exclude or not. So right now, I'll show you the two different ways we can do this. If I just wanted to get my schedule, okay, here's my schedule. If I click it, it's going to basically copy the link to that schedule, and it's going to want to automatically open it in some application. So this is the best way if you wanted to get your calendar into your Outlook. Say, great, I say okay. It's going to go over to my Outlook over here, and you can see what it's doing. It says add this internet calendar and subscribe to, which is really important because when you subscribe to a calendar, if the calendar changes, you're going to get all the updates. So you're not getting just a copy and paste of the calendar, you're getting a live subscription. So I say yes to that. And you can see over on the left-hand side here, it added an additional calendar. So let me go ahead and close that one. Okay. And I'll go ahead and close this one. So you can see I've done this a couple times. So in gray here, it brought in all of my schedule events. It's really nice to know when it's a 6-day, 7-day, and I can look at calendars side by side. So I have my normal calendar here, and it's side by side with this one, or I can look at those kind of overlaid. I think that's under View. I haven't done this in a little bit while. There's an overlay button. So again, those are two different calendars now. You can see the two tabs showing at the same time. But it's nice because it keeps this information separate than the other calendar, and it's all in your Outlook. So that's one of the things that you might want to do. But another thing that people often ask is how to get that information on the calendar on their phone. And that process is a little bit different, but still really, really easy. So the instructions at the top here are correct. It says to subscribe to one of these feeds, right-click and say copy link location. So again, let me show you the same process. Here, this time I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to say copy link location. And again, it's just copying a web address. Okay, and it's got it copied. So then what I would do is I would go to my phone, and I guess the easiest way to show that to you is kind of in a screenshot here. For an iPhone, but I would basically go to my settings on my phone. I would go to Mail, Contacts, and Calendars, And then what I would do is I would say add account. And it's going to give you a bunch of different choices here. And you're not adding another whole email account. You're just going to choose other, which will bring up this screen. And again, there's a lot of choices here which can be confusing. But this is the one that I always use, is add subscribed calendar. This is okay. And this is the most important screen right here. So right here under server, I would paste the link that I had just copied. Okay. Under description, I would probably change, this by default will be the link, which is kind of long and ugly. I would change that to be something like, you know, my work schedule or something that's informative. I do typically put in my school username and password right there. I'm not sure if you have to or not, but because that calendar is behind a login screen, I just feel it's safer to do that. So I would put in my username and my password. Okay? And then hit OK or save right there, and it's going to verify it and it's going to work successfully. Now on your phone, you would go to your calendar, okay, and down at the bottom of the screen on your calendar, there's a little link that says calendars, and you get to choose which ones you want to show, and that's kind of where this screen comes into play. You'll now see a subscribed calendar listed, and you can check it or uncheck it, you know what I mean, that way if you want to show the information, you check it. If you don't want to show it, you can uncheck it. But it's really nice to have sports schedules, class schedules, all that type of stuff in your phone, and that's a really easy way to do that. So hopefully that helped you a little bit. If you have questions, certainly ask me, but I figured maybe that would take care of some of the questions that I usually get. All right, thank you.